How to enable appointment scheduling feature on your Squarespace website. Hey everyone and welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video I will show you step by step an entire walkthrough from beginning on creating the Squarespace website until also how to actually enable this feature. Because it's going to actually be included, but at the same time you will need to enable it in order to actually use it. Otherwise it's not going to work automatically for you. So to start off, you just want to go ahead and create your account and create your website. So if you have this set up, you can just go ahead and skip ahead into the video until you find the timestamp where you will create the appointments. But for the time being, if you don't have one, you can just go to squarespace.com and create your account for free to try out the website for free. Okay, so to start, you just need to go to squarespace.com like I just said, and we just click on get started. This is going to allow us to create the free trial for our site. Now in here, it's completely up to you what you want to, or how you actually want to set up your Squarespace. But what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and skip all of this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go for a template, but you can also feel free to go with build with AI, which is pretty much, typing in a prompt to let Squarespace pretty much just understand what type of website you actually want to create, and it's actually going to do it for you. So I'm just going to go with browse templates and select a template that is going to suit my needs. So after you select a template, you just click with start with this design, and you can obviously feel free to adjust how it looks like further from here. But we can also feel free to do it inside. But anyways, we can just go ahead and click on start with this design. And this is going to pretty much just set up our Squarespace website and create it for us. Now, this is going to create the entire Squarespace website, but it's not going to include the appointments just yet. We will need to enable that from within the settings that are available in here. So the first thing is going to be giving our site a title and clicking on next. I'm just going to skip all of this and get started. And now we have a fresh page with a fresh new website with Squarespace. Now in here, I don't really need to say much, but you obviously want to take your time to set up your site, adjust how it looks like. You edit your the pages that are available, change everything in here to make it fit yours or your needs, and also go to the settings tab here and set up everything that you need in here as well, which is very important. Now, when it comes to setting up the scheduling, in this case, we want to actually go ahead and go to our Squarespace menu here, the main dashboard. You will find website, pages, and so on. Now, one of the options here is we have products and services here. Now, I just need to note that in here, you can actually go ahead and add services, but this is going to be without the appointments. This is going to be more like a purchasing service. So they purchase a specific service and they also make it time bound, but it's not appointments. So if you want to do appointments, you just need to skip this. You can feel free to add services from this method, but this is not exactly what we need. What we need is just go ahead and click on the scheduling tab over here, right underneath content and memberships. You should be able to see scheduling, and if you click on that, it's actually going to go ahead and take us to the Acuity scheduling, which is going to be a platform which is obviously belongs to Squarespace, and is pretty much going to help us create our appointments and our time that we are available in, and all of these types of things. So as you can see, we have Acuity scheduling here. And if we just go back to the home page, it's going to take us back to the Squarespace website. So with that being said, we just wanted to go to scheduling and set things up accordingly. Now, really, the steps in order to set this up is, as you can see, is actually shown on the screen. So we have create appointment types. This is pretty much, the different services that you will be offering for people. So this is going to be, if it's, photography that you're doing, you can just go ahead and set up this appointment type so people can actually book that specific service. And then we also have the availability, which is going to be when people can actually go ahead and book you, and the available times that you have. So we're just actually going to start with the availability settings, and then we can just move on to setting up appointment types. So within the availability, you just click on set your availability, which we can also do in another place. But if you see this, we can actually just utilize this and use it. So in here, we can set up the time zone first. It's going to be by default the time zone from your specific location. And then by default, you're also going to have a few days set up for you and specific times for them. So by default, it's going to be from Monday till Friday, which is going to also be each day from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. But you can also feel free to change it. For example, I work from Sunday to Friday, let's say. And then from here, we can actually go ahead and remove Friday. Let's just do from Sunday to Thursday. And let's say from Sunday to Thursday, each day is different with time. So you can actually just go ahead and feel free to change that to be whatever you want it to be. So let's say we just start working from 12 p.m. until we work until, let's just keep it as 5 p.m. So now Sunday is available from 12 p.m. till 5 p.m. This is when people are actually going to be able to book you. Let's say you work, for example, 2 shifts. In that case, you just click on the plus icon right here. And this is going to allow you to add another shift if you want to. If you want to remove it, you can just feel free to click on delete. And it's actually going to delete that for you. Now, if you want to copy this timestamp that you have for the rest of the days, you can also click on apply to all here. It's actually going to apply to the rest of the different days, as you can see. And it's also going to toggle on the days that you had off. So just make sure you have them turned back off. You can click on save, but there are also going to be more settings that we can actually go for. For example, if you click on view additional settings here, it's actually going to take us to the proper page where we can actually set up the availability. So once this opens up, we can actually do a few things here. So these boxes here are pretty much the default hours, so don't touch them unless you want to change the regular hours for the entirety of your scheduling. But if you, for example, you have a few holidays, for example, on Thursday this time, so if you want to only delete one specific day, you could just go ahead and go to that specific date and remove the times in here. Click on set hours. This is going to make it so that it's not available, even though it's a regular day. But for this time, you know, we had an emergency meeting or whatever it may be, so you can't really attend. So you can just go ahead and close it like this. But we also have more settings. If you just go up here, you'll be able to see consultation here, set hours of availability, and we also find calendar scheduling limits. This is what we need to click on, and you will have plenty of options. For example, do not allow clients to schedule fewer than, and then we have hours in advance and more than. So you can actually go ahead and select that. So this is going to be completely up to you and the type of service that you offer. Whether you actually accept it to be less or more, it's completely up to you. And then we also have days in the future, which is set to 365, so a whole year. Days in the future, they can actually go ahead and they won't be able to schedule you. So again, you can just feel free to set this up. Now, this is going to be do not allow clients to cancel or reschedule appointments less than, and then obviously the amount of time. So if it's less than 12, they won't be able to actually cancel this. Now, I highly recommend that you tone this down a little bit to suit your needs. So make sure you go for it. And then we also have appointments per time slot. This is pretty much, how many people can actually book you in a specific time. So for example, 12 p.m. exactly, how many people can actually book you at that time? Can it be multiple people or can it only be one person? Again, this is going to be completely up to you and the type of service that you provide. Maybe you have multiple different people helping you out with that. So you can just go ahead and keep it to whatever number that you want. And then we can also set up maximum appointments per day, for example. So again, you are going to be able to set this up accordingly. For example, you only accept 5 appointments per day. You can feel free to set this up. Now click on save limits once you are done, and we can just go back to scheduling here. And once we are back in scheduling, we can actually go ahead and start by creating our first appointment type. But we can also feel free to design the scheduling page, which I'm not really going to talk about much, because again, this is just customization purposes and design wise. So just feel free to set this up accordingly. But going back for the last time, let's just go ahead and start setting up the types of appointments that we want. So click on create appointment types. And then in here, obviously, this is just for the first time. Later on, you will need to do it a different way. You are going to be able to go to appointment types in here and click on create new type of service. From here, you're going to just go ahead and give it a name. So I'm just going to name it test service. This is going to be the duration for it, so how long it's actually going to last. It's 30 minutes by default. I'm just going to keep it as it is. And then you'll also need to list the price for it. So I'm just going to list it to be, let's just say 20. And then we can also go ahead and add a picture for it just to highlight the service. So if it's, hairstyling, then you would want to set that up. If it's something else, again, it's completely up to you. Access is going to be public. You would want it to be public unless you just want to keep it private for the time being, and then you can just feel free to change that later on. And then we can also set it up to be a class or group event. If that's the case, you will need to just click on this and select the max number of people that can actually join at once. And you will also have the option to allow clients must sign up for all the times that this is offered. So I'm just going to turn this off. And then before you click on create appointment type, you also have add-ons here that you can feel free to add, which you can just click on create add-on, and in here you can actually go ahead and start adding add-ons. So these are pretty much extras that people can feel free to specify whether they want them or not. It's not going to be forced on them. For example, if it's hairstyling or cutting hair, and you can just add an add-on here and say, for example, if you want it to be with the beard as well or not, they get to choose that. So you would want to give it a name, the additional price to it. So obviously you would want to add extra, and also the additional duration to it. So by default, this is 30 minutes. This is going to take, for example, 5 minutes extra. So you'd want to just go ahead and put in 5. And then you are going to also change the access, whether it's for client and admin or admin only. Usually it's just going to be for client and admin. I don't know why you would want it to be admin only. And then you also would want to set it up to be for the different types of services that you have. So I'm just going to cancel that and go back to types, and we forgot to actually create that one. So in fact, you actually need to create the types, and then once you save it, you want to go to add-ons and add it from there. And then also finally, we have coupons. If you want to add them, cool. If not, it's also up to you. So this is pretty much how to add scheduling to your Squarespace website. Hopefully you found this video to be informative, and thanks for watching.